What's up, everybody? Today we're going to be talking about the trading card game. Yeah, Pokemon, the trading card game, that is. We're not going to be talking about collecting the cardboard. We're not going to be talking about how pretty they are. We're going to be talking about playing the game. If you don't know me, I'm Harrison from Pokédex Marketplace. You can find us at PokédexMP.com. That's where I sell American and Japanese Pokemon cards, and that's my little plug. If you want to go buy our stuff, I appreciate it. But any engagement you give us, we appreciate it. Doesn't matter. Check out the site. Let us know how it looks. Any criticism, anything you can do to help us just figure out how to do better in this space, we're here for it, man. And we appreciate you. But yeah, we're talking about the trading card game today. Now, what is the format change and what does it mean? Well, it keeps the game fresh, first off. So, like, you don't want it sitting there and getting stale, or maybe I don't know, there's a bad format going on. Well, it pretty much ensures that that doesn't continue. So maybe there's a card that's just smashing everybody and there's no card to counteract it. Well, it ensures that that doesn't happen. It's like, okay, well, now it's time to rotate, and you take all these cards out, and now we start afresh. And it's good for new players. It's good for experienced players too, because the people that play all the time, they know all the cards, and then boom, now they have to drop those and go find ones that work. That can be fun. It can be aggravating too, but it can be fun. And the new people, they're doing that anyway, so it kind of puts them on an even playing field for a minute, and I think that's a good thing for the hobby. Now, on March 27th, it'll happen digitally, and April 11th is when it'll happen in the live space. So, like when you go to a store or when you go play in a tournament, the format change will actually be official on April 11th live, but it's March 27th digitally. Now, what it actually means is the F regulation is rolling out. So cards with the letter F are gone, and actually it's D, E, and F. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's D, E, and F. D, E, F, and then V and V Star cards are also gone, as well as Radiant Pokemon. And we're also losing some tech and some stadium stuff. And like you got to think about that for a minute. If you actually play the game and you didn't know this was coming, that kind of sucks. Because I mean, some of us have been building decks, and we didn't know the format change was coming, and so we spent money on something that we can't use. I don't know who's doing something like that, but yeah, some people do that. And so, I kind of want to make a video to let everybody know that this thing's coming, and, that you can't use your Vs and your V stars no more, that you can't use your Radiant Pokemon. Those things are staples for some decks, for your strategy. Like, you can only play one Radiant. So you're like, oh, I got him, he does a certain thing, and that is literally the strategy of your deck. Now that's gone. What are you going to do? It's time to figure that out, get a new deck. And that's the big thing that's pretty cool about it. I keep repeating it, but it's like, time to be innovative, time to be creative. What are we going to do now? And I love seeing what people come up with. It really is one of my favorite things about the hobby. I mean, it can be really interesting. And if you go to Pokemon.io or PokemonCard.io, you can see the decks that people build and all the experiment. Like, it's pretty cool, man. You can get lists and stuff like that. It's really awesome. Yeah, I just wanted to plug them. They're pretty sweet, man. Check that out if you're interested in getting into the cards, or you want to see how decks are built, or whatever. Just check it out. It might help you out. But we're also, like I said, losing some tech cards and some stadiums. What comes to mind is Manaphy. Protect the bench, so it protects all your Pokemon. That Manaphy's gone, so that strategy of having that out in a couple of decks, that's not going to be there anymore. You can't use it, so they'll have to think of some new ways there. A couple of decks that I can think of will be affected is like Charizard EX deck. It'll lose a lot of stuff, but I think for what it loses, if you get a Pidgeot EX, which is everywhere, then you can kind of fill the gap that's left there, and it'll work. Dragapult, same thing. It loses a lot, but its previous evolution, I think it's called like Dracloak or something like that. Um, it it can be its engine to draw cards. So like you can kind of work with it and still do something, but it's not going to be the same. Uh, who's really looking good is Goldingo. He's barely losing anything, but the Goldingo deck is looking like it might actually shape up, in this new era, this new format. But what really is important about these shifts and these changes, they happen. You see when it's happening. Like I said, it's March 27th digitally is when it's coming. Well, 10 days before that, guess what comes out? Journey Together. So they'll be putting out all these new cards, and there'll be all, they're trainer cards. There'll probably be some strategies and some things. What it's looking like from what we see is it's going to be a slower paced game, which is refreshing after, the way this one's. I mean, you can win in one or two turns in this current format if you get the right draw. on the right deck. It's crazy. It's awesome. It's a great feeling. It looks cool. It's fun, but slowing it down and letting you build out your deck and build out your strategy, that sounds interesting. That sounds fun too. And that looks like what is kind of leaning towards slowing the format down a little bit. So I'm kind of excited to see how that works. But with Journey Together coming, I have to be honest that I'm surprised because I love N. I think the character was very interested in the game, like just kind of weird. Everybody that played, but like there's I expected one of the other. I did not expect Hop to be the one that's kind of like, oh, that's gonna be fun to play. But Hop is looking like he might be the best, and I'm not gonna lie to you about that. It's like it surprised me too. I might have to purchase. I might build a Hop deck just because, like his whole thing is buff and damage for his Pokemon, which is like I love that. That's dope. It's a dope strat. It'd be fun to play. It's just like being a bull and just. But in my mind, that's how I look at it. But like no, he also if you put a choice belt on his Cramorant, then he can do like hundreds of damage without using any energy. Like it's really cool. So there's stuff coming, and then we'll have Destined Rivals, and there'll be new cards rolling out, and I think that's the beauty of it. Like we'll just have new decks this year. I'm gonna miss my Hisuian Zoroark deck. I'm always gonna love it. One day it will take a championship, but it just won't be this year. Uh, maybe not ever, man. I don't know why it hasn't gone anywhere. I love that deck. But yeah, I guess we just have to see what these sets bring, what cards that are coming, and how they change the meta and how it plays out. I'm excited to see it. I hope you guys are too. Thank you for sticking around this long. Join the Discord, guys. We need you in there. My 100 subscribers on YouTube, we're doing our celebration for that in the Discord. I'll be giving away a Prismatic Evolutions ETB, and I'll do an official video for that. But we're not going to be hyping it up on YouTube. We're going to do all that in the Discord. But when I get to 100 subscribers, we're going to roll it. I'm going to give it out. I love you guys. I really appreciate it. I never thought I'd get this far. I'm at 92 subscribers as of making this video, so that's pretty awesome. I never thought that would happen. So yeah, when we get to 100, I'm definitely going to do something special. So I'm giving away that. I will do a video where I announce that, but I don't want anybody to click subscribe just because they win an ETB. Because they want to win an ETB. I don't want that. I want you to click subscribe because you want to see me grow and you want to see what this becomes. And maybe I'm providing some information you like or whatever. I want it to be on my merit. I don't want it to be because you want to win a Prismatic Evolutions ETB. I'd rather that go to somebody who watches my content and supports the channel and really wants to be here. Because honestly, and it's nothing against you personally, it's like the algorithm. Like if you go to subscribe to somebody's stuff just because of a giveaway, then you don't watch their stuff, then you're confusing the algorithm into thinking that, these kind of people want to see it. And then they show it, and no, they don't. You just wanted to win a giveaway. Like it confuses the algorithm, and my stuff doesn't get to go to the places it needs to. So like if you're not enjoying the content, well, I don't know why I'm saying this anyway. If you've been here this long, thank you. You're probably rolling with me. But I just wanted to be clear, man. I don't want people jumping on and subscribing because of a ETB, but I do want one of you guys to get it. I really appreciate you guys. This journey has been crazy. The business hasn't gone off the way I wanted to at first, but it's rolling. I'm getting there. Learning new things every day. We're advancing on things. I'm improving things, and we're being patient. We're working with things, and you know what? I believe in it. And so there's a lot of things I want to do. There's a lot of things behind the scenes I'm trying to do, especially for YouTube. I'm going to start doing a bunch of stuff. I don't want to list all that here. I'll do a video about it just because I've gone on long enough in this one. But yeah, I don't know. I want to say thank you again for getting us so close to 100. It won't be long till we hit it. I really appreciate you guys. Join the Discord. It'll be in the description always. And consider joining the email list so that I can get, give you the alerts for when we get our English product in. As soon as that stuff hits, I'm going to send emails out. Everybody on the email list gets first dibs on anything I get. And I'm sorry that I say that, but when it comes to English product, I really want to make sure that people are getting, first come, first serve. They're getting what they pay for. I want everything to go right. So if you join the email list, you'll be among the first to know when it comes in, and you can put in your order right then that minute. But that's up to you. You can also wait. It'll be on the site when it gets there. But I don't know. I recommend joining the email list. I'd appreciate it. Thank you guys. Yeah, be kind to one another and happy collecting.